Hello students, how are you? I hope you are all fine. During this pandemic situation, please stay at home and learn a new skill. I, Amar Singh, assistant professor in IT department, have to create a new skill. Today's my topic in blockchain is basic programming of Solidity. So before we move on to the what is the meaning of the Solidity and language and how it can be connected to a smart contract. Solidity, first of all, Solidity is an object oriented language in which it maximum code derived from the JavaScript as well as C++ as well as Java. So Solidity is implemented in a remix tool, and that one is an IDE online IDE tool. So before we move on to the what is the Solidity, so let's check their first implementation. This one file implement the file name. Second one is implement the folder name in which we can create a folder. Third one is the GitHub value. As we all of know that the GitHub is a new technique for involving a code into that. On last one is the to set or to upload or to download a videos. Okay? So let's move on to the check. I already write a program because I have a constraint of the time, short time, so that maximum number of program can be converted, can be captured. So this is the program in which this one is the program in which Solidity pragma is an syntax. As we already know that the syntax for Solidity, currently we use the 5th version. There is a contract in Java, there is a class, but in a Solidity there is a smart contract, so we call them a contract. Contract name is ABC or XYZ or something, as you know that, and there is a we initialize the value from A and B from 9 and C. So there is a program of addition and subtraction and multiplication. There is a function add public. Function add public is represent for the right side of the Solidity, but in a Java or C++ we can write this public or access modifier in a left side of that. So it nothing but simply a changing of the syntax, is nothing else. So function is that C is equal to A plus B, and second one is the subtraction for that. Third one is a multiplication, and fourth one is a division for that. A simple program, nothing else. But how to print that program or how to show that program, these are the function which can be included for the show the program. Getter or setter method. The getter method is used to print or show the program. So getter function, get value can be printed of A. This one is the name in which you can be write your own name. This is my way to create that type of the name is get value of A. Public, in which they can be see throughout the program. View is nothing but a return or see something else. There is a difference between view and pure. So pure is where the updation can be performed. In view, where no updation can be performed. Returns, if we want to return something, then returns is that there is a slight comparison between returns and that one return. That one return represent the without s, and that represent the with s. That return a value of integer, that is A, and return a value of the B, and last one return a value of the C. After performing the addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, we perform the get value or click that button of the get value of C and find out our case or operators are working or not. So let's move on to the compiling part. These are the way to this sign are the compiler. So let's check compiling for that. Let's see, there is a bytecode can be generated. As we all know that if the compiling is successfully, then bytecode can be generated. Then move on to the deployment part. First we delete the previous deployment part, and let's move on to the JavaScript part, because as we all know that there is a 3 mode of the environment in which created. First one is the JavaScript, second one is the injected web3, and third one is the web3. JavaScript is a locally we build up a program. Injected web3 is we uploaded the program into a MetaMask or connection between the MetaMask and that program. And Web3 in which we provide Web3 provider is something that we create a project or we create our own smart contract. So deploy that That one is the F1 123 is a solution. That one is a contract name, as we all also know that the. So deploy, and let's click that arrow. So let's see. This is the function. We create a 4 function of addition, division, multiplication and subtraction, in which addition and division and multiplication and subtraction perform their operators or business layer. And next one is the get value of A, get value of B and get value of C. How to print a value or how to get a value in from that function. So by default A and B contain the 9. So let's check, let's press that button and check A and B contain 9 or not. Let's see. So our function A and B function can be properly run. So let's check is C is by default value is 0. It's checking or not, it's correct or not. So let's select. So first we add them and let's check the value of the C, because the value can be added A plus B into a C. So first we add that button and check the C is 18 or not, because 9 plus 9 is an 18 for that. Then we go to the division part. Division 9 divided by 9 equals to 1. So let's check. That one is the 1 for that. Then we click the multiplication part, and after the performing the multiplication part, that one is the sign of the correct multiplication or not. And let's check the value of the C is 81 or not. Let's see. This one is the value is 81. And last but not the least, subtraction of the. Let's click the subtraction part and check value of C is 0 or not, because 9 minus 1 is 9 is 0. So all the module, as all of you know that there is a different function or different module. So all the 4 module is running, and all the 3 module of getter is also running for that. So let's check another. Let's move on to the another program, because we create 2 or 3 program. Let's check. So this is the program in which we can be print multiple values. In that there is an let's update some yeah. So there is a contract name ABV1, and there is undefined simple data type is ABC, and in order to print ABC it return 3 different value. There is a slightly comparison between the Java, C++ and Solidity language. In Java and C++ language we can return only one value, but in a Solidity language we return multiple values as our choice. So nothing else, multiple returns value returns, as we all know that the S implies for the returns of the functions, and without S implies for the under the function. So three return value can be integer value, and that one is the ABC. So let's check. First we compile that value. If it is compiled, then bytecode is generated. Then deploy that value. First we delete the previous deployment, so there is no miscommunication between that. And let's check deployment. So this is the sign where our project is successfully deployed. And let's move on to that arrow part. Click that arrow part, left arrow part, and get value of ABCD. Let's check what is the value of the ABCD. Yeah, this one. The value of ABCD is 1 2 3. According to their sequence, their value should be the 1 2 3. So this is the where we return. This is the example where we return the multiple values in Solidity. This is the advantage in comparison to the C++ and Java. Let's go to the another example, 2 value in which get to show a value and addition for that. So let's give the compiling. If a compiler is compiled correctly, bytecode is generated. And let's go to the deployment part. First we delete the previous deployment part and deploy that project and deploy the smart contract. And let's check. There is an addition and show the value of A. By default the value should be the 10. So let's check. The value is 10. Okay. And how can it value can be changed? Let's give the value of B and C, and let's check the D. What should be the value of D? So 20 and 30 is given, and that call. And let's check. This is the where we can check the value of the D should be that 50. So let's go to the next example. This is the example which is the important example. This is where we can create our own object or our own classes, in which we can, in this program we can see a two contract 1 and contract 2. The contract 1 contain the private value, setter and getter value, and private and contract 2 contain a instance value, in which we can create an object of an contract 1. So this is the way to create an object. New is a keyword for which we create an object for that object for that class. So let's check its program is running or not. First we compile that as usual, and next we deploy. First we delete that deployment part, and let's check deploying is nothing. So this is the, let's see, this is the contract in which there is a two class, as already shown that there is a AS1 class. This is the AS1 class dot that, and AB112 class number. That one is that is the class of the base class. Okay, AB112 class. So this is a way to create a object in which it can be deployed in a different format. Let's fastly go to the next example, that is the constructor example. So as we all of know that the constructor is an automatically initialize its value. In C++ and Java we create in theoretical point of view, but in Solidity we check how it can be initialized at a runtime. So this can be practically implemented, and they contain the three value, in which the global value should be the A, B, C, and initialize that global value with the help of the setter and getter. Setter method in which we can set the value, getter method which can return that value. As we all of know that the return can be possible 3 or 4 in a previous example. So let's check, fastly check our program is running or not. So compile that code, and let's check our code is running or not. Delete the previous and deploy. So that contain the class. Okay, deployment. Let's see. As already told that the constructor is take a value at a runtime. So in deployment point of view, it take a value ABC at a runtime. I will give a value of 10, 20 and 30. Okay, 10, 20 and 30 in a runtime. Okay, so transact value, and after transaction deployment can be occur in a successful manner. So that this is the way to create a value. So first we get a by default value, that one is a 10, 20 and 30. Let's check 10, 20 and 30, and in order to update that value we can check that set value of the way 100, transact, and to check the values of updated or not. Let's see, this is the value can be updated. So this is the simple example of an transaction of an constructor in which we can be used. So student, if you have any query regarding this video, please comment on comment box. Thank you for watching this video. Please stay at home and stay safe. Thank you.